Today's podcast will begin shortly.
Your co-hosts are Chief streaming from Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, along with Insidious streaming on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and the Ghost from Ghost MAF streaming on Twitch. Welcome to Highway 34 Connection, the pod. The following podcasts are for mature audiences only, unscripted, unfiltered, and unedited as always. Pro Wrestling Talk, where we will sit down and we will discuss the world of professional wrestling. Conspiracy theories. Have a conspiracy you want us to talk about? Email us at highway34@gmail.com. Highway 34's History Lesson of the Week for World History. Talking Football, where we'll discuss the National Football League, the XFL, and the USFL. And the Honest 50, where the Chief will sit down with a guest and ask 50 questions, 25 from the Chief, 25 from their community. The Battle of Highway 34, the Trivia Show. Watch and listen as Ghost battles Insidious, or they battle the Chief. It is now time for your main event. Let's freaking go.
Welcome, everybody. This is World History, Session 1. Season 1. Sorry, not session. Said that completely ass backwards. So first off, I'm going to start this out with, yes, there was another shooting in Tennessee. And I want to take the time to pay respects to those people and kids that had that happen. But we know that this is going to be an outcry for guns and whatever else is going to come out of this mass shooting. And I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to come out to. As Biden's already declared earlier, he wants all assault weapons. Which is funny because they don't even know what an assault weapon is. Like the guns going around hitting people. We've seen these videos. They don't move. Sorry. Takes a person to pull a trigger. High capacity magazines and yada 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 yada. If he had his way, all guns would be dismembered. So today, I decided to look at countries that don't have weapons. Guns at all. And we're going to see what the highest crime rate of those countries are. And murders. And compare them. Just for fun. So, first. Guns. So, okay, I have no idea what that is, but that is not what we're looking for. So they say there's 13,000 firearm murders in the U.S., and that was as of 2019. So what I'm curious on when hearing this Let's again, 2019, 13,000. But how many of those 13,000 are gang related or people in Chicago just shooting each other just because they can? Or California blood gang relations shooting each other because they can? Or just New York people shooting each other because they can? So out of 13,000, I wonder how many that is. But that statistic will not ever be there. And you know, it's funny. Wow, I should have known that was coming. You guys are going to make sure that don't exist. Okay, I see where this is going. You can't make this up. Insider monkey. Yeah. Let's find this out. You know what? I'm going to share screen this. You guys can read with me so you know what I'm looking at. So, yeah. This was put up October 5th, 21. This is exactly how high are gun violence rates in the U.S. compared to other countries. So, last month we were relaunched Ask the Trace, a question and answer series. Now, gun violence in the U.S. As always, if you're burning a question about the issue, we cover. Please follow this link. Trace journalist will review your query and may answer it in an article like this one. The first reader's questions we're tackling this year: how does gun violence in the U.S. compare to gun violence in other countries? I dig through the Trace's archives show that we examined the issue in 2018 following the publication of a study from the Institute for Health, Metrics, and Evolution. The hell does that have to do with anything? Why would you do a study for them? Oh, I have nothing. All right. Continuing, a global research center at the University of Washington, the study created a country by country ranking of gun homicides, suicides, explored possible drivers of violence in each country. Among the main findings, Americans' gun homicide rate was more than double the average. Of course it is. Of course you're going to say that. That's what they've all been saying. When it came to gun suicides, the U.S. was by far the global leader. Yep, of course, here we go. U.S. is going to lead anything they want. Use cause of death data supplemented with statistical modeling to estimate firearm mortality across 195 countries and territories. The estimates show that the death toll from the guns surpassed that from war and terrorism nearly every year since 1990. You know what? I give up on that. It's almost pointless to go to the web for damn near anything that you have to do about guns, especially when they're under heavy fire right now. So I should have known better. Am I a gun owner? Yes. Does it tick me off that they want to try that? Well, American flag behind me says yes. We have rights. We have a constitution. For that reason, if we bow down to everything the government wants, what's the point? Do we have rights at that point? Are we even free? Are we even a free nation? I think the answer to that statement would be no. If you're willing to gamble with the Second Amendment, then you might as well gamble with all of them, because without that, you lose all. That is the only reassurance that they all stay. That is 100% fact. And if nobody believes me on the factor that without the Second Amendment, that none of them would exist, well, then I suggest you read that flag behind me. And as you can see, the name down below says George Washington. Says a free people ought not only be armed and disciplined, but they shall have a significant arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence from any who might attempt abuse them, which would include their own government. George Washington. So they knew eventually the government would try this. Our forefathers knew this would happen. The question begs me of how, but then again, I know how, because we've heard it our whole lives. With great power comes great responsibility, but also with great power, you want more power. And when you have the power over millions of people, you have it all. They control us. They control everything we do, anything we say, monitoring our cell phones. Edward Snowden let that out, but nobody wanted to hear that. Why he left his phone off in multiple conversations. Because they were recording him. Hence why he's still in Russia, by the way. I don't know about you guys, but I like my rights. I like being able to go to my house, drink my freaking Mountain Dew without anybody telling me I can't. School shootings are a bad thing. I'm not going to say they're not, because they are. But we have a solution. And it is a very good solution. We have vets that feel next to worthless in this world. Screen them. Have them see a psychiatrist. If they pass the PTSD, they don't have it, let them use their skills to protect our kids. They're vets. They got more skills than half your officers. And most of your officers are vets. But still, I would rather know my kid is safe if there was a vet walking around that school. Because the only thing he needs is a K-bar. That guy wouldn't even make it in. If we don't protect our kids, who's going to? Because obviously all these mass shootings, not looking out for our kids. They're looking at the political side of it, which is what you're seeing now. The news clippings, more gun control, more. Haven't we already established gun control only works for the law-abiding citizen like me? When are they going to understand that? That's all it's for. It's to regulate people like us. Nobody else matters. No one else does. Only thing they're going to do is keep doing what they've been doing. And that's regulating the free. Why the bad people will still get what they want. Which is ultimate freedom. Freedom to kill. Freedom to get anything they want. Drugs and everything else. You can get all on the black market in Chicago. Example, my gun right here beside me. I paid $325. Black market, he'll get it for $90. Probably stolen. Probably stolen from actually one of the police departments there in Chicago or New York or California. He'll buy it for like $90. It's already got a bad rap. What do you think he's going to do with it? Make that gun more evil. Make it even more of a rap sheet than what it already has. Probably one like he's got. So you want to tell me that doing thorough background checks, giving American citizens bioweapons, psychiatric evaluations, more red flag laws. I got a question, Biden. How are they working? I like that, by the way. But yeah, I got a question, Mr. Biden. How's it working for you? I do like that green. Because from what I understanding is it's not. Your safe zones are completely bullshit. Because the only people that the safe zones affect are people that abide the damn law. I know I'm going off the rails. It's supposed to be world history here, but I don't see any other leaders in the world trying to repeat themselves every time there is a shooting. And you know what's funnier is, Chief, I know you're in here. Quote me if I'm wrong. Under the Trump administration, how many shootings did we have? Just curiosity. I think there might have been one, and we're already up to two under the Biden, maybe three under the Biden administration. So I will actually look that up. Whatever. Fake. All right. So I want to see where this one's going here.
Hey, I'm just swinging by to say there's your new logo, and everybody have a good night. I'm going to bed. I ain't feeling the greatest.
Have a good night, brother.
Later, everybody.
So, yeah. So I'm counting. Only one. Only one out of that whole time. Damn. So yeah, only one out of the whole time the Trump administration was there. And yet we've had two or three already under the Biden administration. So if anybody has any proof that they're not trying to push their agenda, show me where it's not false. I know this ain't conspiracies, but show me where I'm not wrong. Anywho, my other topics for today did not list this until I found this out. And anytime I see them trying to go for number one, the Second Amendment, they already tried the first. It failed. They tried taking the First Amendment. That failed. Now they're trying to take the second again, which it will fail. Because they all run together. You lose the second, you lose all. And that flag behind me and what I just read, I will not be the one handing it over. That you can take to the bank and cash that in. That is 100% check cashing. No. When your founding fathers knew this could happen, that says something. And they're doing it. They're trying to use political gain. And I'm pretty sure that Hollywood hits it right on when they say it's about checks and balances. It's not about oil. Another way for us to go start a war. And then we give the oil to somebody who really wanted it. So they say we gave it. How much did we sell it to them for? Or what did we take in return for it? Off the books, of course. We're just as corrupted as the rest of the world. Problem is, the ones like me, we're the ones that's called, what do we call it? Everything but an American. That's what we're called. Anyways, y'all have a good night. I'm going to hop off here and probably do some Madden. I might stream that one. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't know. Put in the comment section if you want to watch me play Madden. No? Okay. No stream of Madden tonight. Maybe Call of Duty. Maybe. Maybe not that either. Yeah, and Chief ain't the only one that's sick. I'm fighting a cold, but I fought it to do this podcast because I felt it was a topic that I needed to talk about. So that's why I did it. Ghost was supposed to be in here, so what I'm going to do is we'll probably do another world history session tomorrow. Maybe get his input on this topic a little bit and have him re-listen to this. And we'll get his input tomorrow. But anyways, for the 2 viewers that are watching on Ghost MAF streaming, thank you. For ones on Highway 34 connection, thank you. And just so you know, the reactions for Insidious and Ghost, we are still going to do those, but they are only going to Rumble. So we will be recording those, and they are only going to go to Rumble. So if you still like the reactions that we do for music and other stuff, you can just check us out over on Rumble. I will create an account over there here soon, and I will put a link into the comment section that'll pop up on the YouTubes and everything at the start of the shows, so you can find us on Rumble, or I can have Chief put it in the link tree on our Twitches and Facebook pages as well. But anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about for today. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good week. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night. Because I know I'm going to. Insidious. Good night. Hi, I'm Insidious. Thanks for watching this podcast.
This is the Ghost, and thank you for watching our podcast.
And I am the Chief. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.